Okay, there's one thing fixed. Why did the mic break? Oh, hey, my captions are working. Okay. That camera would be... Hey, Tacoby, what's up? Bear with me a minute. Everything is immediately broken. Okay, there we go. Hello, hello, hi, and welcome to an art stream. I have no idea where we left off. More than that, the plan is to be hanging out with Joe today, who's already streaming. I'm getting a thumbs up from Joe. We did not talk through what this is gonna look like. I'm frazzled. Here, wait. Let me get a little sugar in me. Product shot. Hashtag non spawn. Yeah, we're gonna figure out what this is gonna look like. Um. So I'm already in recording booth, and you just joined. Hello. Okay. We hear you. You don't have an avatar on this one. Why not?
I realized that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I'm doing art on that, I don't like to over here.
Yeah,
Kind of back and forth.
that's fine. Okay. OBS is already streaming. I'm going to open a second copy of OBS and let's see if everything cries. Uh, because your little Reavi thing, I should be able to just open this, add a new. It's a browser. Oh, wait. It says you already exist. Yes? No? Oh, it says you're already here. Hold up.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I just need to. Okay, so maybe I do just need to open this up to move all of this over to make this all new. And there you go. Now you pop it. Hello. Okay, that's one thing done. Next thing done. Do you just want to like Discord stream your art program to me?
Uh,
Can't do that. So I'll just take your stream.
I'm imitating my art program.
Oh, give me that link.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh, what's a good size for that? Yeah, no, wait. 800 by 600 is 4 by 3. I would rather be 16 by 9. 8 is half of 16. Half of 9 is 450. There we go. And we'll wait here a minute until that pops up. Or rather, until I get a... You already sent it to me. Discord is muted. Okay. Oof. Excuse me, I'm burpy. Make this. We're going to feed it there. And then I can just pop it up. Yeah. Yes, there you go. So there's your art. I will have to adjust all of this again when I get to my art page. No one can hear you. That's an issue. Okay. That would be sound at existing sound.discord. Okay, now people can hear you.
hooray!
There we go. Okay. I love doing all of this on the fly, and I don't think I'm being facetious. Facetious is my favorite period of time when there were dinosaurs. Okay. Uh, it's Artstream. I'm using these Artstream to work on Aloof. Let's work on Aloof. Does anybody remember when where we were last at? No, that's why we're going to. Hi, can I get? There we go. Good. That camera is already placed. I can move this all the way up. Good. And we'll look at this. Let's see if I put everything away correctly. I need to bring your thing back on screen. And I'll just stick yours down here with me. That should go under your face. Your face can go on top of it and probably a little bigger. Hello. Um if I'm gonna put on music, would you like to hear that music? Okay. Then I will put on my own music. It feels like it's already somehow too complicated, and yet it's fine. What does my music sound like? Fingers crossed it has remembered all of my selections for please put my why can I not click that? Uh-oh.
Oh, if you're gonna be singing a lot of music, though, I don't.
That's fair. I might mute myself in Discord if I start doing that then. Here, I'll start with oh boy, unobtrusive. Sorry, unintrusive, because that is a playlist of mainly I guess the word is instrumental.
Yeah, like background music.
Yeah. Like stuff from the that's good techno. Oh, it's been a while since I really had techno. Okay. Art. Where did I leave off? For those of you just joining us, in preparation, like I've reached 100 pages of Aloof, uh, and my goal is to now turn this into a book. But in doing so, I decided I needed to redraw like the first 30 or so pages. We have done original redraw. This is episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This might be the last one we did. Yes, here's 7. This is the one we haven't done yet. And then I started spreading everything out so you can see where that's going. Good. I'm glad I organized. Oh, some of these are. I'm actually still pretty proud of. Oh, you can't even see that one on the thing. Here, can I just. Nope. Oh, this one right here. For where I was at on my art journey at the time, I think that's actually still really good. I can do better now, which is why I'm redrawing things. But yeah, it's somewhere around here, around episode 40 or so, where I'm like, oh, this is here. Yeah, like even 36. Yeah, here we go. Somewhere right around 34. I decided like, oh, this actually here, especially when you look at like this one, you go to that one and you look at currently, and that's not too different. That is uh close enough that I'm like, oh, at that point, just like re-rendering how I was doing Shadow at the time should be plenty to make it feel consistent. But if I did this, page last, and that means it's time to do 7. What was I doing? How do I do this? I go to InDesign and I take the original version of the page and I lay it out into a proper, you know, page format. Ratio? The word is ratio? Um, then I print it, then I ink it. And I've been doing like, I've been doing two at a time. Yeah, because then I do 6 and 5 last time. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, but did I think for all the ones I've been doing, I've been getting it inked and scanned, and then I've been forgetting to finish these pages. So as far as like digitally completed pages, I might still be back on this one on page 4. Uh but that's fine because the inking I think is the really hard part that takes a lot of decision and time and honestly energy for working at this scale and making decisions and all of that. Everything after that as far as shading and coloring and doing word bubbles is all digital and goes pretty fast and is pretty low energy. Like that is something to do while watching 24 in the other window. But doing the inking I can't necessarily do with as like a with a second screen activity. I need to hit this button to make the titles come up. Yes, okay, I remembered. Let's see if I can bring this up. Where does this live? That would be these. Okay, here we go. Even better. What are you working on over there?
On the art for this.
That counts.
Separate set of notes.
Wait, I should be able to do this the easy way. All right, just paste it. And then click on you and say copy transform. And like that. Right? There you go. Now you're lined up. And it's just my stupid face that moved around. Doing all the overlay stuff is so much more fun to me than doing any of the actual work. Okay. So let's do some of this. You can see I'm taking these are the versions of the comics that actually got published originally, and I'm just chopping them up and putting them in this format. And I like to add the boxes digitally, so then when I go in and ink, I know I don't have to get out my ruler in order to do all that. It's just like, here, fill this box. And then doing everything in blue, which like, okay. The way I thought I was doing this, right, is you take one of these boxes and the box itself has pure cyan color. But then overlaid on that, I have the black and white image with the blend mode set to screen. But then when I actually go to print it, there is more than just cyan ink on the page. Do I isolate blending? Do I knock out group? Do I do lighten? Oh, maybe I do lighten. We'll try lighten today. Here go light. Oh, right. This actually shouldn't be too bad. Both of the next two pages are extremely uh 3 copy pasta kind of pages. God, here square word bubbles. Here no bubbles. Okay. All right. Listen here, young me. Um this is okay. This is okay. I can work with this. So I'm only gonna have to like draw one of these plus changes. Um Oh right, he leaves halfway through, so actually in this one, because when I changed it to 6 period. 6 period would be, when would 6 period be? When did school start? How many periods did you have in high school? 8 or 9? I thought you only had the one in high school and multiple middle schools.
Yeah, but like,
I'm just asking about high school.
for
But how many periods in a day? 7 for Tacobi? All right. Yeah, I want to say 8 or 9 sounds right. Did like 40, 45 minute periods, right? Why did my camera break again? It was doing this last time. What did I do to fix it? I just, nope, gotta do it hard way. I thought what I did to fix it is I put it on a different. Did I undo that? Do I gotta do that again? Was that a. I don't remember. Just kick me if my camera freezes again. Oh, I'm not sending you any art from my side for your screen. You okay with that? Oh, okay. No, I realized that's in my mind it was the mutual style. Um yeah, I'm zoned. Okay. I can put the binder away for now. I need to work with what's in front of me. And what's in front of me is whoops. Drop my chair down. Right. And also what am I doing for gutters? 1/4 inch? 1/8 of an inch gutters. So hi Roo. Just give me one of these boxes. That's fine. Let's see here. Okay, if I have 3, then I just need a little frame that is 3/8 tall. So I think if I just 0.125, I think I can just do times 3. Yes. No. No, yeah. That was right. 0.375. That's math. Because now we take all of these and no, I don't want it to be, that's wrong though, because I only want it to be times 2 because there's only going to be 2 gutters. That's a 1/4 inch in total. Now we grab these, stretch it out till there's a 1/4 inch of guttering, and now we space these evenly across the page. There. Other thing was I decided I wanted to flip the orientation because I want to say originally I drew this because in the real classroom that this scenario was based on, the computer table was against the left wall. So when the teacher had to talk to us, he did have to stand on our right hand side. But in drawing a comic, I generally find it's a bit smoother if like the person who talks first is on your left, because then the bubbles go with the in the direction of the words, which is to say it flows from left to right. So I'm going to flip these. Here also this one goes backwards. And this is specifically Quake 2 because it has quad damage and the BFG 10K. Yeah, this is real life. Okay, so saying these are right. I'm just gonna lock those for now. Somewhere I have this. And what did I say this was? This 6 or 7? I need that binder back. Oh my gosh. This is... This is 7. Okay. It's also funny because on all of my originals, I got my numbering wrong at some point, so I'm off by 1 for a while. And then at some point, I'm off by more. And then at some point, I fix it. So I just said this is 7. No. This is 8, which is leave. Thank you. I could stand to lose a little more weight, but I gotta admit, I've been working and it's a very manual labor kind of job, so it makes sure that a couple times a week I'm up, I'm out, I'm lifting and throwing and you know, actually using my body. It's definitely helping. How have you been doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Like at least 2 Doom episodes ago. Oh yeah, definitely. My last job before this one and then before COVID was an office job, so I was really sort of getting hefty, sitting doing graphic design all day. As much as I love it, it's not great. uh, do I make this easier on myself? No, the answer is no. Things we know about me. Nuh-uh. Jeez. That's like a solid 6 months. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're feeling better. You got plans for some rehabilitation? You got like a workout set going on? You got uh I don't know, a nice path nearby where you can go walking. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave these backwards and then I'll have to read it backwards to remember what is supposed to be in these. Okay. Mm, I've been thinking a lot about how when I was in the best shape of my life, it was probably like sophomore year of high school. And I counted as that year because that was the one and only time I was able to do a. It was like when we were doing, had to run a mile for a gym class. I got it. I got it in under an hour. Not by a lot, but oh no, the class didn't even last an hour, so it must have been like under 45 minutes. I think it was like 43 and change or something, uh, but that was at a time where like that was when I actually like had some more friends at recess, and we would play like ultimate frisbee and football and clean up a lot of hacky sack. Hacky sack is weirdly good for like it's like cardio because you're like moving your limbs a lot, usually pretty quickly, but it's also like strangely fine motor control because you need a lot of accuracy. It keeps you up, it keeps you standing. It's pretty self-paced though because you can like stop and you know pause and hold and do whatever, so you can actually it's not like you're driving yourself crazy with it. You can pace yourself. um and also like all you need to do it is the little thing that you can just carry around in your pocket. I've been thinking about carrying a hacky sack on me again, but like I'm already so it's also flexibility just because of like the way that you're moving and kicking. Thank you. um but also it was way easier when you had like three other people hanging out with you trying to kill time, because then the other part that helps is to feel like you're getting good at it. You just stand in the circle facing each other, because even if you lose control of it and it goes flying off, it flies off at somebody else who then catches it and continues it, and it's just like, oh yeah, we're keeping this going. Now it's a volley, now it's a group activity. Because it's like either that or it's get back into DDR, but I don't think I can. I think it's been too long on DDR. um God, what am I going to do with this? They are completely out of scale with each other. But in a horizontal one like this, that's going to be hard to. Yeah, right? Wow, 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 wow. I forgot I like this track. Let's see here. First of all, we're breaking this into two because this. We're separating the character groups. Oops. Oh no, I'm getting burpy again. Oh, there we go. Oh, I take this off, that helps. Give me that nubbin. I just flex it up in here. What's up? You made a noise.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Let us know when you would like to share with the class. mean, okay, so first of all, bring them back over. And we are going to start by putting them a bit more in scale with each other, right? Except that also still doesn't. No, 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 no. That's fine. Um, if you're okay, here's what I'm going to check. I'm going to put the microphone at my eye height, right? Ish. And now here, and this is like right around my solar plexus, right? So look at the eye height of the boys and raise their eye height to about the solar plexus of the teacher. Okay. Maybe let's shrink them a little bit more and here. Okay. And we'll bring this up to where they are. Okay. That should be a much more, I'm not going to say realistic, but it's a bit more reasonably proportioned. Let's call it that way. Right. I'm going to group those. Now we can bring it up here. Um, Now I feel like okay. What I can do is because now the other thing I'm thinking is like let's say I bring that up. He can fill more of the frame because I can either bring this word bubble down or I can have him sort of over here so then all of his word bubble can take up this zone over here. Right? Because then he can have all of that word bubble for himself, right? In fact, I could make it like multiples, really. And then maybe we move this over. See, here's the, I'll call it upsetting. Um, that is just where the character cuts off. That is not me cropping it. So there is an element of if I want to, like, I have a whole nother character I can bring in here. Or, oh, you know what? If you look at it, if you look at the spacing between the computers, do I want to have that over there? I think here. Let me make myself feel better about this computer situation. I've never felt better about computers. Not true. I love computers. No, I'm comfortable with computers. That is a separate feeling. Right now, give it the old squint test. Does that look about even? So I'm going to give myself a little help. This is about head sized, which will help me size his head. And also, what is his body, right? He'll be kind of about that sized. Maybe all of this can slide over a little bit more. Because actually, I kind of think that is too much space over here as well. What did I do? Get rid of that one. And my camera broke again. Great. That's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna take. I already have. Take this one and sort of crush it down over to him. I can take this away. What is Love by Hadaway. And now, actually, better way to do this is going to be to just take the edge, move it over here. Like, I'm kind of just trying to, I guess, kind of remember what computer tables felt like. Like, yeah, you're all sitting right up on each other, but not like, not necessarily bumping elbows. You got a little more room than that. You got room to use your mouse, you know? You think if I go to Disneyland and the first thing I say is, girls, show me what that mouse do, I'll get kicked out? I just thought that was. Yeah, but you're an outlier and shouldn't be counted. Ah. Now, to also help, I'm going to just sort of blow them all up like this. Boom. You know what I can do? I don't need the word bubble as a reminder. This comic is my baby. I will remember it forever. Actually, if I just move them over. I do give them a little more space. Maybe I'll get rid of these. Maybe it is going to be this little in between, right? Because then if I take this and I bring this right up to the edge of him, now I can center this whole group, right? Give it the squint test. Hmm. Maybe I do that. Put them back. Because the idea of like, let's have him over there and them over there, right? See, but now does that here? I want to move you two over here just so we're not thinking about you anymore. Because whatever ratio I set up over here, I am going to just copy down into the other ones. Because all I really need to worry about is what the differences are, and like it's the teacher's mouth closes. Is my mouth is showing. The teacher's mouth closes. We're not seeing their mouths. It's just what's happening on the computer that is sort of the joke. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out how I actually want to do his hair. Um, it's index card time. Oh, I need easier ways to zoom this in. Let's talk. I really need a thing that just like centers where I am. Let's call it that for now. This guy is Mr. Johnson. Hmm. He had a very. No, he had a little. He always had a very like late night talk show host vibe. Like he wasn't like cut or anything, but he had like a little bit of a chin. Maybe he had a mustache. In my mind, he was like if Einstein had been a late night talk show host, you know? But instead of the like a big shock of hair, a bit more of a like a curly hair going on. Oh my god. This camera continues to work. That camera freezes. I don't get it. You know what? Let's just slide that out of here for now. There we go. Whoops here. So do give me. Oh, where did it go? This one? Just give me this for now. I don't want to deal. And that'll go under. Yes. There we go. You're there. You're not going away. Backing away? Working away. Okay. I have no idea how to draw curly hair. Well, I mean, okay, you can do curly hair in the like do a lot of doodles, like a lot of scribbly lines, and then give them volume, right? Like you go like ooh, but then you give them some volume. That's how you draw twin tails. Um, like the drill style twin tails. Like he had like serious but not unkind eyes, as I recall. Yeah, that's like I mean, I could just kind of like simplify it and give him like a little kind of fro like, except I think then the thing you do is you put like the little end sticking out is kind of how you do that. But then what does it look like? Right? Because then top of the top of his head, the front of his head will be here. Kind of give him some that hang around, and then that. Yes, that works. Let me throw a bit of ink on this so y'all can actually see it. We don't need to listen to Mario Car's The Ballad of Fast Part 1, The Truth of Beautiful Speed. Now, the Trauma Team soundtrack. Talk about it. Good. It's a good soundtrack. That's sort of a Mr. Johnson. Now try and do all that again in profile is because this is so far the only time this character is seen. The only time planned for him to be seen. Okay, but what if I just grab that camera and tilt it up a little bit? A little too much. I don't know how to make people look old. I'm kind of like that. Like the chin should stick out a little bit, but kind of be angled in, and then get rid of that. That way he's like, not necessarily cut. He's got some age on him. You don't stay super svelte. Does anybody know how to spell that? Rhetorical question. I feel like I always got a sort of late night host vibe from him because like I always picture him wearing like the same like couch brown suit. And it wasn't necessarily like ill fitting or nothing, but it was very quintessentially chaperone, you know? Made that neck so thick. What did you say? One word. Okay. I'm all right with this depiction. Good. Now that I got that unnecessary step out of the way, I can get back to my regularly scheduled procrastination. How's it going over there, Joe? Okay. Oh my God, you're not on this one either. Ugh. Now people can hear you again.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just winging it.
Sounds good.
Which, after not drawing for a long time, is kind of the best way to ease back in. It's like, I don't have any, like, deadline or specific goal. I'm just making. Just making things.
Just making things. You know what? I'm gonna say this is part of my problem, that his head is too big. Time to split him in half. Why is it so hard to stay focused on anything?
ADHD.
You keep saying that.
Am I wrong?
If you ask the psychiatrist I first went to, yes.
But I think that's because you have ADHD and autism.
And one fixes the other.
No, one covers the other.
One covers the other. I am so well ordered. I love to organize things. That does do a little something for helping keeping things in order and remembered. Yeah, okay, hold on. Because, yeah, if I shrink him a bit, now I have some more room to embiggen. I'm a little too small on the head. Yeah, that's good enough. Right? feel like right about there. And but again, if I line it up to the page, that makes it feel like there's not enough room. That is a really awkward spot for him because there's not enough room to do anything behind him, and things are going to be cramped over here. So I think actually we pull this out a bit more and sort of middle them over there, right? Can I go even more? If I just be like, hey, I'm thinking about here, and you line it up, and yes, that it's pretty much just where it stays. But does that feel like there's too much room between here now? Oh. Is it a problem? Okay, wait, if I even them up in the space between him and the other side of the page, it also doesn't look quite right because there's a lot of dead space over here. Your grandma's gonna hate it. That's a reference to the Dead Space ads that were on TV. But there's all the, like, if I put it all the way over here and I put his word bubble over here, I feel like that never, like, a conversation happens between two people. So to put the dialogue over here doesn't feel right. What do I want them to be? I want them to be, I definitely want them to be sort of right aligned. Where do I want him to be? I want him to be, like, right there. I think that's it. I think whatever that is it. Can I center it? It's a little off of center. Would I like it more centered? Why do I feel like I can no, I would not like it more centered. No, I would not like it more centered. Right there. That's where I'm leaving it. Okay? You all heard me. I'm not taking it back. Okay. Now this is all one. Good. I'm going to copy it down here twice. Just to sort of remind myself that that's what's going on. I'm only really going to draw it once. The only real difference is going to be his mouth over here. Which, for the way with I do like a mustache. I do like styling a face with a mustache as when the mouth is closed, there just like is no mouth, there is only mustache. So making that adjustment might be purely a what do you call it? Might be purely a no, because I'm going to do something else with it. Because like down here, I'm going to try and redraw him a little bit more, like thumb over the shoulder, get out of my classroom. I'm going to take all of these and I want to lower the transparency to, I don't know, 40? How do we feel about 50? 50 looks okay. 50 looks pretty close to what we had before. Do I lay out the second one or do I just try and get the first page inked by the end of today? I'm definitely not getting 2 pages inked. Having 2 pages laid out would feel pretty good. Next one is going to need some more help though. Oh. Well, next one's going to need a lot done in the the inking department. Here's the thing. There's the layout for it. I can just do that and feel pretty confident because it is the same structure of gag. Structure of gag. I just want to talk about. Oh, he's bad with computers. A computer blows up. Oh. See, there's a density in here. Really, this is 2 3 panel comics uh happening in parallel. Uh yeah, okay. Same thing we did as before. Let's take you. You're over here. Take you. You're over there. And now you're here. Stuck in the middle with you. You know, like references? All right, give me a line right here, right? Because I'm thinking I should make that his eye line. This and that would also make it the sort of solar plexus line of the other characters. I want to bring him out a little bit because I want to give a. Trying to remember how big computer screens are, right? Just using the pen tool to very roughly rough in. Oh my god. Did you know I'm tired? Well, you know what? I take that back. It should be quite a bit lower than half. Should be his eye line. So put his eye line there. And then I want to take these and I want to make sure everybody is sort of the same. Oh, he's so tall here. I mean, he is tall. That's always been the thing. He was taller than the other kids, even though he is younger. Right? That is like too much taller, right? Okay. Let's go to like the end of the arms, you know, sort of around pocket length. Right? Now let's give him a little taller. It'll be like that. Just make that the same. And now we're saying this is about the right size then. So this is going to be, and we want this kind of middle of the chest solar plexus height. And then we'll stretch this down as far as we got it, which is pretty far. Try to read that. Tizzy ow yilo net eh. And then these two are having a conversation over here. Because if you look at it, I kind of want them to have, like, hang on, squint test again. I want them to have, like, 2/3 of the panel, because they're also going to have bubbles, right? So these two, if they're talking to each other, they're about there, center them there. And then this gag is happening over here. Now, actually, now let's just bring everybody together. Oops. because I do think we can fill up some more space. Trying to make this all big because that is a lot of legs that we're seeing still. Like here, we can put this over here. Is that still in our? Yeah, that's still in our sort of thirds. Right. If I put them over here, they'll have that. That's going on over there. That feels much better. Now they still have plenty of space to have their conversation. Okay. It's 8 o'clock. If anybody has medication to take at 8 o'clock, now's a good time to do it because it's the time that it is. Or just go get some water. Hey, you need some water over there?
Nope, nope.
Okay. Uh, and then this one. So again, we're gonna. Oh, you don't need to be this tall. We're gonna copy and paste this panel down. I'm trying to decide. The expressions will change. That's one thing. I'm trying to decide. What am I trying? I forgot what I'm trying to decide. His arm, because part of the copy and paste bit is like his arm is up as though he's looking at his watch, which he doesn't have. That's a 2-layer joke, I guess. The whole time because it is sort of copy and paste. There's a funny there. But do I change him to like a hands on hips or hook thumb in pocket kind of pose after the first panel? You know what? I'm not inking this tonight, so I will save that. We will see how future Nick is feeling about that. And that is who will decide. I just made these 50 transparent over there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Godspeed. Save this document. And let's print these. Now, what pages does InDesign consider this to be? Because I only want to print these 2 pages. This is 8 and 9. Okay. One copy, those 2. I want to make sure we're not double siding. We're not. Okay. We're in color. Okay. Okay. And okay. Godspeed. Let me go grab those off of the printer. Also, better. Cat cam.
Not on. There's no cat.
There's no cat. Okay. I can't really tell if this is printed. I think it's still just as bad. No, maybe that's fine. Like, I think I'm also getting thrown off because since the original is like a very crushed, compressed, like pencil grayscale, I think my brain is just expecting to see this sort of, texture in grayscale. But looking at this, I believe it might be printing in only cyan, which means it'll scan cleaner. Maybe. Anyway, this is 8, so I'll put this aside for today. Back here. Now, the idea of doing these this way was that I shouldn't have to sketch anything. I'm using the original drawings as my sketch. I think I can do that. I should have like copy and pasted some more computer over here though. I will have to finish his head up some. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Nope. This isn't that remix. I'm also saying there's like a chair back here. And there's a back in a chair. All right. That's good enough. Listen, I'm going to draw it all once, and I'm going to copy and paste down here. So scanning this way, everything will be very consistent. That'll count. Cute. You're drawing a cute over there.
Yeah, draw a bunch of cutes.
Yeah. I like your little scribbly avatar.
Yeah.
Bouncy. What do I feel? Okay, so also thick lining. Should I thick line the computers? Because they are like interacting with them. But in the way that this is laid out, those are maybe closer to, yeah, I think those are closer to a background. So we will, I did it. I started making a mark. We're in it now. Oh boy, this is when it gets scariest, when you've decided to actually start. I should just, this is when I was still doing his old style ponytail too. I just want to like draw that bit so I don't forget it's there, you know?
Oh, dropping everything.
Oh no, did you drop your pen?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, do you got raisinets over there?
I do.
Oh my gosh. That's okay, I have fiddle faddle. Hashtag non-spawn, I got fiddle faddle. This stream brought to you by the Dollar Store. Honestly, though, just my ability to keep things more symmetrical while I'm drawing freehand is like such an obvious thing to see that I've as a mark of progress, you know? What does his stupid hat look like from the back? Oh. He should probably be sitting up a bit higher, or usually fairly evened out when sitting. Not completely, but you know.
Oh, I'm done with my stream, so I turned off the
Oh, you're
Video
just
Ninja.
done over there. Okay.
Yeah, I did 4 frames for an avatar and set up some more stuff on the overlay and did going live static screen. So
Nice.
that's a chunk.
Yeah. And you started before me, so. Do you want to hang out or you just want to leave me to my thing?
I think I'm gonna go back to playing some Steam demos.
Okay. You want to stream those? I'll put those in the corner.
No.
Oh. Okay. That didn't answer the part about are you going to stay on the call while you do that? Okay. Well, then I might put on something I can sing along to.
Yeah, go for it.
While I
Have
eat my
fun.
fiddle faddle. Thank you.
I will still be around.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
And she magically disappears from the overlay because I like to code. I like to solve little problems using Lego pieces. That camera's not on.
Here. Oh, damn it.
That's the camera that's on. Oh, your nails aren't done.
No, because I've been chewing them. So...
Oh, no. You want to pay mine? I've definitely been chewing them, and they're definitely too short.
Shorter than mine.
Yeah. Which means if you can paint mine, you can paint yours. Look at these stupid nubbins. I cannot pick anything up off of a flat table. Huh? A drink? Water?
No, I have.
Stretch?
Oh, I know.
You gotta use the restroom?
No, I know what I'm getting.
She knows what she's getting. All right. Let's see here. I could put on No Weak Shit. We could put on Ninja Assassin. What about Nerdcore? I haven't listened to Nerdcore in a while. Thank you. Thank you. What you wanna do? Wanna be hackers, code crackers, slackers, wasting time with all the chat room yackers, 9 to 5 chilling at Hewlett Packard, working at a desk with a dumb little placard. Yeah, paying the bills with my mad programming skills, defragging my hard drive for thrills. I got me 100 gigabytes of RAM. I never feed trolls and I never read spam. Install the T1 line on my house, always at my PC, double clicking on my Mizouse. Upgrade my system at least twice a day. I'm strictly plug and play. I ain't afraid of Y2K. I'm down with Bill Gates. I call him money for short. I phone him up at home and I make him do my tech support. It's all about the Pentiums. What? You gotta be the dumbest newbie I've ever seen. You've got white out all over your screen. You think your Commodore 64 is really neato. What kind of chip you got in there? A Dorito? You're using a 286? Don't make me laugh. Your Windows boots up in what, a day and a half? You could back up your whole hard drive on a floppy diskette. You're the biggest joke on the internet. Your database is a disaster. You're waxing your modem, trying to make it go faster. Hey fella, I bet you're still living in your parents' cellar, downloading pictures of Sarah Michelle Gellar and posting me too like some brain dead AOLa. I should do the world a favor and cap you like old Yeller. You're just about as useless as JPEGs to Helen Keller. What you wanna do? Wanna be hackers, code crackers, slackers, wasting time with all the chat room yackers, 9 to 5 chilling at Hewlett Packard. Wanna run with my crew, huh? Rule cyberspace and crunching numbers like I do. They call me the king of the spreadsheets. Got 'em all printed out on my bed sheets. My new computer's got the clocks that rocks, but it was obsolete before I opened the box. You say you've had your desktop for over a week? Throw that junk away, man. It's an antique. Your laptop is a month old? Well, that's great. If you could use a nice heavy paperweight. My digital media is right protected. Every file inspected. No viruses detected. I beta tested every operating system. Gave props to some and others I dissed them. While your computer's crashing, mine's multitasking. It does all my work without me even asking. Got a flat screen monitor 40 inches wide. I believe that yours says Etch a Sketch on the side. In a 32-bit world, you're a 2-bit user. You got your own news group, all total loser. Your motherboard melts when you try to send a fax. Would you get your CPU in a box of crackerjack? Play me online and you know that I'll beat you. If I ever meet you, I'll control alt delete you. Wanna be hackers, code crackers, slackers, wasting time with all the chat room yackers, 9 to 5 chilling at Hewlett Packard. What? Yeah. It's a crime in itself. The sound of the funky drummer. Real? You gotta so now front a little, cause I front a lot. Around Mount Sinai, got high at the top. And up, and a voice that I heard said, "You were born to front." I said, "Word." Jabs in my hand. I said, "Don't be bad." And on the other ones written, "Be as bad as you like." That one under the tongue, and then I grapple the mic. All right, hear ye, hear ye. I have here some commandments. Number one is, you better make me a sandwich. Second up, God says, I'm in charge. Words from on high, front the lot ought to live long. Dawn of the age of the MC front. You melt down that calf. I'ma gild my butt. I'ma gild the mic. I'ma gild my tongue, or I would if it hadn't already been done. And I try to leave it alone, but I can't. You're the mountain kind's what they call a plant. Top rhyme so deep that they take a some ways and means to an end. I'm in need of a Sherpa when I smoke this blender. Send, spark it up like the sun. Lose a digit or two off of my IQ before I'm done. Unconscionable, this habit. Better quit before it's too late. Dagnabbit. Lumen back around. Pound for pound. You know the sound. Man, remember CRT monitors? There's got to be a word for like the people who have nostalgia for something that was before their time. Like people born after 2000 who just have like a real crush on like CRTs and the N64 and the PS1, you know? Because it's like if you it's not nostalgia if you weren't there for it at the time. But it is that same like level of, oh, you into this now, huh? You hungry for it. Take a bat to the face. A sucker, I'll beat him like no other. From on it to threen, doing what I need. Save the day and keep Geiges at bay. Skip sandwich deluxe, speed up my feet. Get you stir up before I die of heat. The dungeon man, the brick road maze, dude. Happy, happy town. It's all good. Summers and winters, Tucson and Forsyth. Enterprise with 5, I got my posse in tow. Paula, Jeff, and Pooh. Pookie, watch out, cause we're coming for you. So grab your yo-yo and gun. We'll have a little fun. About a rocket to the face. Yeah, you know I one. Up a little bitch's face. Cry, yeah, I'll put him in it. So I saved the day and the world from devastation. United for peace across the earthbound nation. So back up and shut up and bow at my feet. Nessa taking care of business, cause I'm fucking lead. I'm having trouble with my tribbles. Shit sells with foul, you can call it double dribble. In fact, make it a people got beef, we call it mutton. I should play Earthbound at some point. Getting where it's on the page like birds flew to Asians. Big man on the mission can't fuck with the truth like bomb on your fission. No sand in your eyes, turn your deserts to glass. But now he's gonna die. Oh wait, I got the food. Rogue training. Yeah, that's it. I don't get any more. Fuck you. What? But I never played this game. Sounds lame, but it's true. So I measured the dimensions of the cartridge. This time, conclusion. 5.5 by 3.5 by 1 point something. Nah, fuck that. Something being done. A chemical analysis proves nothing of hypothesis of which I thought up in the shower while I read Nintendo Power. What? The cream is made of fake plastic. Or so I think. Oh, man. Oh. Pruning this playlist a little bit as we go through it. How they give his own show to Tad Ghostal. When any given second he could go mad postal. Catch him on public access free TV. And then they're like going live in the air with brag, because he'll brag how your man got a show that's so whack. Pitiful lame. Beep beep. This is so much better than the original. I'm feeling kind of crazy over here. Bass hose, coast to coast. So that's done. That's done. I really want to draw this in the other direction. Oh my gosh. America's craving some doom is a pretty strong line. Now, I do have some pencil in here that I have to clear out. Hmm. Dry the ink. Rap type songs. Listen, I tell you. Listen, I tell you. Listen, I'll tell you, the frontal lot is incredible. Even recommended to rock the mic like instead of a silence. You'd have me fronting into the amplifier point with the thumb, at which MC to admire. I got high-res images of drum sounds that are loop. You get to listen to them and too. Unfortunate y'all are to get to bask under my glow. The MC, humble conduit to nerdcore flow. Now it's time for little braggadocio while I swing my arms like Ralph Macchio. Now it's time for little braggadocio while I swing my arms like Ralph Macchio. 77 feet tall. I got 8 balls, and all of y'all are subject to my thrall. I act appalled when in receipt of less than the highest honor. Someday I'll be both revered and passe like Madonna. Moral in effect, people tend to genuflect when I enter a room, cause all don't messes so soon. I've dealt a doom and hip hop time I used to prefer this geekish rhythm section with the predilections that I've incurred. You say word? Wow, those captions are not keeping up with these lyrics. Cause you're just here to hear my tongue frolic while I swing my arms like Ralph Macchio. Now it's time for a little braggadocio. Technically that's it. Let's get this scanned and do something with it. I don't know. Clock cycles from the glove MCs while they parse. Oh, vacuum tubes. Innovation center slicing up bread instead of simply relying on my assistant to prove that every twist of my tongue's another radical move, which it is. Let's find out if my scanner is even plugged in correctly at the moment. This button? Oh, it did something. The hell? No. Shit, that's the Giornos. Oh. I'm here. I'm trying to fix. That one. Hey, I'm back. I'm looking crazy. There we go. See, the problem is I need this to be like at least this high. No, like, let's just, yeah, whole mess. Oh, me? I'm a mess. Don't worry about it. You need like a little bit in front. There you go. It's hard to look good. Do you know that? Hi. Acceptable. Okay, what are we looking at here? Yeah, look at that. That is like just science. That's good. Why is that important? Because now we come over and we look at the blues. Oh, wow. Look at that. There's like those dark spots that we can't even see over here. Wow, green is actually really close, but blue is the most not in. But why are there so many? Wild. Look at that. Oh, it's wild. I do think this is going to be the best one to take, though. All right. Look at these dots. They're everywhere. Actually, they're kind of every. Trying to tell what is blue dots and what is on my screen. Here, let's look here. Check. Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter. Yeah, that's fine. Upgrade your gray matter, cause one day it may matter. Hey, welcome, Faded. New viewers. We are hanging out doing some art today. Thank you for coming on by. You missed me singing a bunch while doing the inking, but we just scanned and now we got to do some copy and paste to prepare this for digital coloring, and then we're actually probably going to call it there for today, but for the time being, well, come on in. How's everybody doing? What were you streaming, Faded? Oh, I'm pretty sure I've seen some buzz about that game. That's thinking, brain calculating. That's sort of under the women-led game category on Steam, right? That looked adorable. I should try some detective games. I should play that Sonic dies on a train game. That's awesome. Okay. Let me buy a copy, right? Nice. There, and hit me one more again, right? Wait. Oh. So you should be 2, you should be 3. Oh, look at that. That arm all like lined up pretty much perfectly without even trying. Uh, but let's do a little editing. Now I could do this on the Critus side. I don't think I need to. Let's see here. Oops. I want to do this here. Man, Duckman was one of those shows that I remember, like, existing, but, like, it was never on TV when I could catch it, or just, like, it was one of those ephemeral shows, you know? Just like, is that even real? Does it only exist at midnight? Is it, nobody talks about it? I'm thinking about Dr. Cash, but that's not the other one I'm thinking of. Shine. You know what? This is something that I'll do on the other side. There we go. Look at it. That arm just grafted on no problem. I mean, I was already thinking of Dr. Cash, but I don't think it's that. John H. Benjamin classic. H. John Benjamin? I forget. Hmm. Um, we'll just flatten all of these lines. Copy and paste. Text will be different. H. John, thank you. Um, a little bit that I need to fix. Like, I think I will put an open mouth here and here. But generally speaking, which again, for those who are just joining us, Oh boy. Let me find it over here. Oh boy, I would have to go all the way back in time. Mm, this one? This one? This one? Uh, this one. Just for comparison, this is the original comic that we are redrawing today. Just look at the difference in that teacher. Oh, oh, look how much more uniform the seats. There's something about this I think has some heart in just being like, oh, we got the legs and we got to this and that. Thank you. Well, I mean, okay, this is circa 2002 and this is today. So, but also just I don't know. Well, you've been here the whole time. Like the fact that I was using this as the sketch more or less and ended up with this, I think that is the I'm good, thank you. Um I think that is actually the sign of the skill is the fact that like being able to take something and interpret out of it instead of just like either like didn't necessarily throw this away and start over and also didn't remain like so confined to it. Um yeah, extrapolate. Which like I feel like you can see how they're connected, but this looks good. This is I listen, back then I was trying, you know? It, propers to um 22 years ago me. He was trying. Mm. I think the biggest one is this I just really had bad consistency in like proportions, especially between characters. Um this one I actually checked where eye lines should be more or less, so oh, this is good. This is great. All right. Um that I'm gonna say here's where I'm putting it. Okay. Um we are going in here. This is 007. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, we can do this. Critta. Bring out the bad boy. Spin it around the right way. Uh, right. Same cord I use for my controller, I use for the tablet. That's how you know what mode I'm in, is by which is plugged in. Did Critta not start? Okay, Critta's starting. Okay. Oh, I have so much running. Oh. And to rock the microphone. That's got disjoint. So according to my file folder over here, while we're waiting for this to load, no wait, all that was fine to look at. Nope, that's a comic I'm working on. Uh, I've only finished 3 actually, apparently. Okay. Where's my stylus? Here it is. Yeah, I don't need this song on this playlist. Now, Yellow Lasers. Thought she'd take it back, revoke, rescind, retried. And this just me. She said, I'll take any man here to descend to the cave where you conquer your fear. Cyril, you gotta understand, would not look out of place in the arm of an attractive man. There's geeks in attendance got jaws on the floor. One extends his saber, but he trips on his cloak. I stepped to the front and I spoke. I ain't spitting game. Look, I got a Wookiee hat on, but these guys here are used to getting spat on by girls. See, you put them in shock, and this ain't the right con to quote Mr. Spock, but it's highly illogical to me. Girl looked me in the eye, said, is your mind free? 'Cause I've got something for you. It is shiny, it is clean. Come on up and I'll adore you with my yellow laser beams. 'Cause I've got something for you. It is shiny, it is clean. Come on up and I'll adore you with my yellow laser beams. Is that enough to look like mouth? Watching the wind of the buns in the hair, I declare that I'd like to be Luke. Unless that's a bit too perverted for you. Well, I could be Jawa, a Jawa, an Ewok when we talk Ulaka Beakrock. All the books that I read, I can't recall any character tied to the bed. But that's all right. I'ma just pretend that I'm encased in carbonite, and why, that's a nice gold bikini you make that. Shows off what you got, no mistake. That's one fine view of Chewbacca you giving me. Lower that down here. We'll be living the linguistic lifestyle of the protocol droid. Then comes the part where I'm not overjoyed. Fire, she says, and before I could scream, got a steaming mouthful of yellow laser beams. Ew. So I got something for you. It is shiny, it is clean. Come on up and I'll adore you with my yellow laser beams. 'Cause I've got something for you. It is shiny, it is clean. Come on up and I'll adore you with my yellow laser beams. Laser beams, ladies and gentlemen. Laser beams. See, that's not a very... What if it is something like this? That's interesting. What if I did something like this? What if I did a little dithering? Now, ooh! That's actually something. Capacity? Flow. Capacity. Let's just get a bit more of that, right? Okay, I can work with that. One day. I've been a go-getter. I've been a bold measures. Those measures and old methods. Oh, mounts is hard. Mounts and profile is harder. This mouth would be like, here's teeth. It'd be that shape. But like this much of it is covered by mustache, right? Hmm. Hey. I kind of don't want it to tangent off of the. So the shape we're looking for is this. And if we really want to, we can teeth. Right? There we go. Don't need this song either. Ooh. Dodge whatever that was. Here we go. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby. I know Snoop, but this guy's Corey. There's more! We're gonna get you in. We're gonna get you in. We're gonna get you in. Shake, shake, shake your bake, bake, bake. Ooh, yeah, girl. Speaking really brings out the jowl bit, so we'll add that. Uh, that'll do it. Thank you. Well, that reminds me. Let's see here. I want to see if this works. Uh,
Everyone throw your hams in the air.
okay. Good. That works. Good. I fixed it. Not super loud, but it works. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say no to. I actually need to upgrade that because I have a couple of the like uh you tried gold star versions of songs now. So I need to figure out how I want to do it because it's just like I think there just needs to be like a you tried redeem and it plays that. Um or like it randomly plays one of those. Cuz like it's either that or I have like the real version and the you tried versions, or I have a redeem for each song and there's a chance to get the real version or the you tried version. I haven't decided yet.
I'm interested in this.
I love that boy. Um I want to like sketch in one bit of what is the color of classrooms? Brown. See, because if I put this and then I gotta look up whose stuff I shaded in because it's gonna be
Depression is the color of classrooms. I mean what?
That's yes. Like I was never, particularly down with having to say the Pledge of Allegiance every morning, but like the further I get from school, the more I realize how absolutely bonkers that is. See, now are the chairs going to be white? And do you think, because like if I fill in this side of it, right? I don't think it should be like that. I feel like it should be over here. Whoops. Weird. Getting the chance to opt out. That's, huh. I mean, like, cool, better than forcing everybody, but like, that's. I think it's also just because of the area I grew up in. This is an extremely, as much as I hate to admit it, this is a very like right conservative leaning area. A lot of old folks too. I think that's actually part of it. Like I was just standing well, I was waiting in a parking lot earlier and just watching people drive by, and it was just so many people that I'm like, "Oh, you seem to be reaching the age where I would start worrying about your vision and reaction time such that I wish we had better public transportation so you didn't have to drive yourself. Whoops. Like, luckily, it's not like completely dominant. Like, we're in New York, so, you know, as a state, we're, you know, pretty overwhelmingly left and liberal. But like this specific, there's a lot of I don't know, contractors who run their own business or something. Is sort of the way I think about it. You know, we don't need this song on this playlist either. Here we go. Well, I wake up frontin' like I ain't hungover. What's the paper? The Germans of an ex Grover, Cookie, Kermie, Piggy, and all the rest. There's not a single domestically controlled Muppet left. Is it a plot? Some kind of conspiracy? My coffee's cold. There's a bitter taste on my cinnamon roll. Let's see here. If I do like this. Up to this maze, up to this place, all on my Backstreet Boys with crackcore tapes. All right, I'm freaked out. I think it's a joke. I think I keep juking myself because whenever I sing under my breath without realizing it, I am singing and the captions pick me up, and then the caption shifting catches my eye, and I'm like, what's moving over there? Because I forgot that it's captions because I forgot that I'm talking. You try to front with rhymes stolen from the Jackson 5. Erase your tapes at night. We cower from compressor mind, but I don't want to be crushed. Oh, excuse me. I am so... I did not realize... I don't care about a lot of mainstream stuff these days just because... I don't know. It used to be because it was just like, oh, if it's popular, how good could it be? And now it's just like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff. Something's got to be like really novel to actually catch my attention, and a lot of mainstream stuff is like safe in a sense of like, yeah, it's got wide appeal, which is something that like, oh, it's like things we've seen before. It just kind of makes sense. But the idea of machine games is making the Indiana Jones game. I guess showing that they're only interested in working on games where you shoot Nazis is pretty great. That's pretty great. That's pretty great news to me. It's got me interested in that Indiana Jones game. I would not have been otherwise. 48. Goodness gracious me. Making me feel like a baby over here. I'm reaching a point in my life where I have like so many like I have friends who are older and younger than me, which hey, thanks to the internet and also just getting out of high school and, you know, meeting other people. But like it's so weird to go between like, oh, I'm hanging out with like friends who like I always felt more comfortable around like my friends' older siblings than, you know, around people my old age. Not that I ever had like the what do you call it? The self-confidence to try and hang out with them and not just the people I had access to. There's a whole conversation there I'm just going to skip for right now. But like I always trended towards the older people, but we got this one kid at work who was born in like '02, and it's amazing to think like, oh, this dude is like the straight up adult right now, but also he was born before, or he was born after Pokemon came out. He was born after the Matrix left theaters, and it's just this, I don't know, it is painful. It's just being like, how do I relate to you? You did not go back to visit all of the things that were like important milestones in my life. Oy. It's also just funny that like I'm trying not to be like old man yells at clouds like, oh, everything was better in my day. Like I want to be open-minded and be like, oh yeah, no, like some of the stuff the kids are into, it may not be the, it may be the knockoff, the Simpsons effect. It is the reference to the reference of the thing that I saw when it was new. But there's still an element there of just like, okay, but you are getting a version of this. You are, it is remixing. It is shifting context, all of these things, which I think is really interesting and makes everything worth checking into. But there is just this element of like, oh, y'all don't go backwards. I think there's a certain age that people hit where then they start to look backwards, at which point you branch and you either become the hipster who gets extremely into CRT monitors and or vinyl, or you just stop caring and you'll watch whatever the current Marvel in theaters is, That's a very rough generalization, but something to that effect. This song is on the verge of not being a song. This one. It really is. I don't know, hanging out with the kids, like the high school kids at the like youth group at the library, and watching the kid bring in, hey, here is my hacked Wii with crazy versions of Smash Brothers, and I'm just like, the kids are pretty all right. They're doing fun stuff. Everything old is new again, and the new things. Like, and then as soon as I sit there and go like, oh, this is just a new version of blank, and I'm like, yeah, all right, I can hang with this because now I know what it is, and suddenly I'm up on whatever the kids are into, and they're like, I kicked the shit out of the kids there at Smash Brothers, and they just looked at me like, wow, how is this old dude so good at video games? And I'm like, I've been video games since before you were a twinkle in your daddy's eye. Like, jeez. Don't hurt me this way. Don't call Smash Brothers Wii retro. Like, I know by technicalities. I'm over here trying to be like, oh, the only way I can get into 360 games these days is through emulation, huh? Oh. So like Atari was before my time, but that is the console I grew up with. I grew up with an Intellivision before I got a SNES. So I know I am qualified to say what makes a video game good or bad, I guess. Think of all the respiration you'll be doing. Oh, yeah. But also, I'm the one who had like again, I had the DDR set up, so I brought that to the game night, and they were like, oh, well, yeah, all right. And so they dug it. So I was like, yeah, all right. I don't really like that. That doesn't feel right either. Ugh. All right. Let's rough this out even rougher. I'm gonna be your man, gonna be your man. So I'm gonna be your man, gonna be your man. I don't even got to ask. Yeah, it is. Man, I had to talk to my mom because we were trying to pick a color to paint a bathroom because it's been the same gray for a number of years. I like a slate gray. I think it's very calming and stone-like, which makes it feel natural to me. But she was like, "No, we need some color in here." And I'm like, "All right, fine." But the color that she first picked was like the exact same pale green that they use at the courthouse where I work. There was like a government issue green, and I'm like, oh, we need to step away from that. But yeah, something about schools. This is like this is a color that is reminding me of wood grain, you know? Okay. There's a couple ways to approach this, right? Like, there's the idea of like the color splash is, but that's making it look like it's darker in the corner, which normally, it kind of would be. But I don't think that necessarily looks good. Whoops. Uh, but then what I'm looking at over here is if we go the other way, right? If we still do this, but then what we have over here is we angle it the other way. Because then it still feels like we're down in the corner, but it feels like there's a spotlight up here. I don't know. Colors to evacuate to. Ooh, I like that. The Loki show, the colors of the TVA. Oh, oh. It's like a like the like standard issue books that when you look at the cover, you're like, is this super aged or was it always this yellowish brown? Yeah. See, there's something kind of to this. Or we do the thing where we go the other way, where like if we put them in a spotlight over here. But then why is he not in the spotlight over here, you know? And with his shirt, like that's the thing, to put it down here. Well, let's talk about this before we. Let's do it the other way. I guess so. It's like a big spot up there. No, I think I had it right when it was. I think it is going to be like this. I think this is it. I think I was on the right track. I think it's like this. I really do need to like actually start doing my colors in like I feel like there's a little too much up here, but then like I don't know. I want to go like do I want to he's on the side of good and they're all on the side of shadow kind of cut it in half. That's not bad. And what about like right there? Then of course all of this is more or less whited out. Man, Chicory was so fun. I was thinking about that. I think I was thinking of when I was playing demos yesterday and doing so many voices, I was thinking about Chicory, and Chicory whips ass. When I was playing a ranger that had some big Chicory vibes, but it was also annoying me for a reason I couldn't pick out. I think that's gonna do it. Smoke the t-shirt. Yeah, except now I can't think of oh, I can't remember them. Oh no. Scarborough Fair, because that's the name of Bayonetta's guns. I'm stuck on incense peppermints, a trickle of time. Thank you, Rosemary Sage. Peppermint in time? No. Hey, what are you playing? Cool. Okay. Baba Yaga games. Yeah, that's gonna be it. That being said, I was already kind of zonked. So I'm gonna leave this here. This is enough to understand. When I come back, it's just clean this up and go for it. I should clean up all the ones. Here, what else do I have? 4 is not finished. How do I pop this out? There's a way to pop these out, I thought. Mm-hmm. Like here's 4. How many of these have I left in the dust and just forgotten to finish? Yeah, I need to unblank those and add the what do you call it? Bubbles. Five. This pretty much just needs bubbles now. Maybe I'll do something with that. The transitions in the background I'm not super happy with. There were some that I was doing that I was happy with. And then 6? So now I'm like 4 behind and I have one more printed. Yeah, this also just needs bubbles, I think. Kind of. Wait, this doesn't look right because this dark background is not dark up there. I'm going to have to... Making this whole background dark probably would help them stand out in front of it. All right. I'm good. Hey, folks. Thanks for hanging out. That's about all I got in me. Progress was made. That's the important part. Housekeeping. This is a Wednesday, so I can shut the music now too. Not that anybody watching the VOD can hear it. This is a Wednesday stream. Yesterday we did a bonus stream for Next Fest. Today's art. Next week is I don't know. Where do I go to look that up? Oh, you can go to the Discord, where if you join our Discord, it's the best place to get notifications about Twitch going live, YouTube uploads for me, for Joe, for our friends who would like to be under our umbrella. It's also where I have the schedule pinned. Next week is Roguelike Book Club, so come back next week for some Skyrim action. We only have like 3 books left?
I want to say 2?
Maybe just 2 books left? I have the checklist right here. Everything is within arm's reach. We need to find 3 books, but they're all the Argonian account. That's all we need to find. So that's next week. That'll be exciting. And then what else is in the outro? The YouTube. I mentioned the YouTube. Go there. Front Mission Evolved is almost done. We got to do some more stuff. The demo showcase from yesterday is already uploaded. I've already given it chapter marks. It'll post on Friday because this one will post Saturday because patterns. And the last thing, hey, go and join up on our Patreon. If you join at a free tier, you get all the posts. Because every month I post about the projects I've been working on, to get a little behind the scenes, a little idea of what's coming. Some other thoughts about it. And then if you are in a position where you could sort of join at one of the backing tiers and support us financially, that would let us do this full time. I really enjoyed doing 2 streams this week, but I have no energy, evenings, days left to do anything else, because now the rest of my week is work, and the weekend I have obligations to people in real life. So anything that would help this become like a self-sustaining gig would be amazing and much appreciated. That's going to do it. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I had a good time. I hope you did too. And until the next time I see you, take care of one another. Have a good night, everybody. What's the button? This one.